Okay, so what's up, guys? First of all, I'm gonna apologize for my English because it will not be that good, but pay attention and try to understand my lousy English. So, first of all, by show of hand, how many of you are affiliates here, or buying traffic, or online advertising, or something? All right. Okay, so, and how many of you think about start doing affiliate marketing? Okay, so so you will benefit from this lecture, I hope, at least. How many of you familiar with native ads? Okay, how many of you used native ads? Okay, nice. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about what is native ads. Although you might know what it is, I'm just gonna talk about what it is. It's ads that basically looks like part of the website. It looks like naturally combines with the website. Facebook newsfeed ads are also native ads, by the way, but when affiliates talk about native ads, they talk about these kind of ads that you see at the end of each article, like at Daily Mail or stuff like that. The main networks for native ads are Taboola and Outbrain today. These are like the Facebook and Google of native ads, and that's why never mind, I'm gonna talk about it later on. So first of all, for affiliates and media buyers, you should know why native ads is not regular media buying. It's harder. It's much harder. And it's because the pricing model. It's a different pricing model. When you use Taboola, Outbrain, Content Ad, all the native ads network, you pay CPC. It means you pay per click. You define the price per click that you want to pay, and that's it. It's not like bidding or you don't pay CPM at all. But the networks do pay CPM to their publishers. I mean, they pay per impressions and you pay them per clicks. So therefore, they have to predict your ad performance and the CTR and stuff like that. And it makes it really harder for a new campaign to be profitable just because of this reason. It's really complicated in terms of tech. So I'm not gonna dive into it, but you just keep in mind that native ads is really harder than regular media buying just because of the different pricing model. Understood? I mean, all right. So the known native ad networks that I'm using at least are Taboola, Outbrain, as I mentioned, Content Ad, Rev Content, and MGID. Now I'm gonna talk about each and every one of these networks. And as you see, I've marked, like it's bolded, Content Ad and Rev Content are bolded because I'm personally using only those. And I recommend you to use only those two if you start. If you continue, you can move on to Taboola and Outbrain, and then MGID. MGID is, I don't know if someone here is from MGID, I don't want to, but it's really shit traffic. It's junk. Junk traffic. It's not good at all, but if you have a profitable campaign on Content Ad, Rev Content, Outbrain, and Taboola, so it will probably work on MGID too. So I put it here, and I'm using it too, but it's really junky traffic, not good at all. I recommend you to start, when you start doing native ads, after you hear what I have to say here in this lecture, I recommend you to start with Rev Content or Content Ad. I personally started with Content Ad, but I recommend you to start with Rev Content because it's better, I think. Alright, so it's gonna be a really practical lecture. I'm not gonna be so theoretical here because I'm not that smart. I just know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna tell you this because I don't really know much about the theory of native ads. I just know what to do in order to build profitable campaigns. So the step one of every campaign of affiliate marketing is spying. Now, it's not illegal or something. You can spy and it's totally legal. And when I say spying, I mean surf the web. I mean like go to Daily Mail or website that you have seen native ads on those websites, and just go to them and start clicking on these ads and just see more and more ads that are on Taboola, on Content Ad, on Rev Content. And then what's your goal when you're spying? Your goal is to find the offers that affiliates are promoting, and to find lenders' ideas and ads ideas. I say ideas because it's illegal to steal the lenders. So don't steal the lenders. And when you're spying, use User Agent Switcher, which is a Chrome add-on or Firefox add-on that allows you to surf the web from mobile or from tablet, and you can see the ads that are fit for mobile or tablet. By the way, we focus on mobile and tablet when we do this, but we will get to this later. And of course, use a VPN. I'm using Overplay, which is $10 a month. A VPN allows you to surf the web like from Australia, from USA, from New Zealand, so you can see what ads they run on Australia. And of course, after you know the offers you want to promote, you have ideas for lenders and for ads, you want to set up your website and tracking. I'm gonna assume that you know how to set up a website and tracking because I don't have time to explain this at this lecture. And step 3, create your campaign. Now this is a bit tricky because it really depends on your budget. If you start with $20,000 budget, so you're gonna act differently, and if you start with $5,000, you're gonna act differently too. So for small budget, and basically for everyone, I recommend you to start with mobile. Because mobile, the cheapest apps, can I get water please? My mouth is really drying. And if someone here can, you like the photographer or something, can give me water, it will be great. But only if you want, I can totally, thank you. So why start with mobile? Why don't start with desktop? Because desktop is obviously more converting than mobile. And the reason is because in mobile, the clicks are cheaper and you can get more data in smaller price. When I say data, I mean clicks. When you see where the clicks came from and which publishers they came from, this is what I call data. And of course, when a click is cheaper, you can get more at a smaller price. So of course you want to start also with tablet, but it's not for low budget. It's only if you have like $20,000 or something. I really need water here, so please guys, if you can, just go. I'm gonna stop. You won't miss anything. Just please. Thank you very much. I'm also a bit sick, by the way, so much better. Sorry guys, I'm a kid. Remember, I'm not a business person. So okay, we said go for mobile and tablet if you have the budget, and don't go for desktop. Just don't go for desktop. And when you start a campaign, don't go for desktop. Desktop is only at the end, after the campaign is profitable, you add desktop. Desktop is really expensive, and actually it's really don't give you so much traffic also. 80% of the traffic you get from mobile and tablets. And of course, if there are affiliates here, they know that the most converting country in the world is Australia, and you want to start with Australia. And because I don't know why, but it's just really converting. Every offer you will test in Australia, at the beginning will give you a good boost for the offer, so Australians just buy more. I don't know why. And after Australia, of course, there is New Zealand, which is basically like a smaller Australia. And after that, you can add US, Canada, United Kingdom, and so on. Actually, not so on, only this. If you want Western Europe, you can try, but for me, personally, I haven't managed to make it profitable. I know some people who did, but I didn't. So I'm just stick to these top tier countries. And I'm just gonna wrap it up. Summarize this. When you start a campaign, go for mobile. First of all, tablet also if you have a bit more budget, and Australia as your main country, as your first country. All right. So the next part is how to bid, how to define the CPC, how to define the price per click that you want to pay. It's bidding, but it's not exactly bidding like you bid on AdWords and stuff like that, because you pay exactly what you write. You don't pay less or something. You pay exactly what you give them. So I'm gonna give you general guidelines, because I really can't tell you how to bid. Bidding is part of managing the campaign. It really depends on the campaign behavior, and each campaign needs to be different in terms of bidding, but I can give you general guidelines. First of all, you can use it as a rule of thumb. When you start a campaign in mobile, you just triple the minimum bid. If the minimum bid is 6 cents, go for 18 cents. I mean, it works for me, and it's also the reason when I told you before, the CPM versus CPC, they don't know if your campaign will be profitable for them. If you go on content ad and you start a campaign, they don't know if your campaign is gonna be profitable, and you have to bid really higher so they will be like relaxed to give you the traffic. It's all algorithm. They're not really people or designing this, but the algorithm, you have to give it what it wants. And if you go for tablet, go for double the minimum if you don't have that budget, and go for triple the minimum ideally. For example, in content ad, the tablet minimum is 18 cents, so it's gonna be 48 cents, 54, right, 54 cents, triple the minimum bid. It's a bit high per click, 54 cents per click, it's a bit high. That's why I recommend you to start with mobile. And of course, and then after that, if you're using 100% of your daily budget, let's say your daily budget is $200, if you're using 100% of it, you can then decrease the bid by 10 or 15% a day until you get to a situation that you're using 80 to 90% of your daily budget. And that's because if you're using 100%, so you don't need to bid that high. You can bid lower, and you may be just gonna spend you bid because you want more traffic. That's the only reason you bid, and you bid high. And if you get all the traffic you budgeted, so you might as well lower the bid. And of course, after you run a campaign for a while, you should raise and lower the bid according to the campaign behavior. For example, if you see that last week you got a good amount of traffic, and this week you're profitable, but the amount of traffic is not that well, so you can raise the bid a bit, you can lower the bid, you can just play with it until you get the skills of managing a campaign in terms of bidding. Is it understood? Mm-hmm. All right. So this is like the most important part of native ads, of every campaign actually, but and the part is how to optimize and scale your campaign. Now this is only my Adir Mashiach method. It's not like effects or something. This is my way that I'm doing, and I know also some people that are doing it, and it works. But you can just, if you know something you can do better, you can just do it. It's not like rules of native ads. It's optimization for everything. And first of all, there is a difference. When you start optimizing and scaling, there is a difference in your strategy between low budget and high budget. Thank you. And the difference is that when you have a low budget, and you have like 2,000 publishers on your network, you can't just test them all because it costs money to test each publisher. You can't test all the publishers because you don't have the budget. What you do want to know, what your main goal is to, first of all, when you have a low budget, become profitable. And how you do it? First of all, you have to run a network. You have to run your ads on all the publishers. You know what is publishers? When I say publishers, you know what do I mean when I say that? Yes, all right. First of all, run on network like all the time, And then you should block publisher with bad CTR. When the CTR is not the CTR on the ads, it's the CTR on your lender. I mean the clicks to offer from your lender divided by the clicks on ads. On ad, yeah. So this is the CTR we are talking about here. And I recommend you to give a chance, like for each publishers, for 15 clicks. Just let it bring you 15 clicks. And if the CTR is less than 30%, so block this publisher. Is it understood, or should I?
15 clicks?
15 clicks, yeah, because we're talking about low budget here, and you have 2,000, what?
Can you talk about the CTR from the website and the conversion you did?
Yeah, okay. So how do you know if a publisher is good or not? If you don't get it, the odds that after 15 clicks you will get a conversion from a publisher are really low. So you can't measure, you don't have the budget. Even if you have $20,000 budget, you still don't have the budget to spend for each publisher the amount that you need, that you earn from a sale, for example. You don't have the money. Let's say you earn $50 per sale.